Are you guys excited to go live with me and receive personal readings? I am so excited, you guys. So what we're doing here is a live love reading session, and yes, there are still a couple of spots left at the time I'm recording this. So if you're interested, all you have to do is just type below, and my assistant who's here today will be writing back to you guys to help you with any questions you might have about how to order or maybe when your reading is coming up. So hi John, want to say hi? He's here. That's who's going to be talking to you guys in the comments. So we're going to get into this really soon, but first I just want to take this opportunity to say Happy New Year to you guys. I hope that you're having a beautiful 2021. The energy so far has just been absolutely beautiful, but also like a little intense in love. I've been feeling some big energetic shifts, and that's why I wanted to go live. A lot of you guys have been DMing me, asking me to go live to do more love readings, and I figured, why not? I had a little extra time today, and I'm just really grateful to be here with all of you, and I want to thank you again for your support. So we're going to get into this first. The first person is Allie, and Allie wants to know, how does JC feel about her? Okay. So let's tap into your specific person. Let's see if we can get their feelings, like what's on their mind, and answer this question for you, okay? How does JC feel about you, Allie? How does JC feel? Okay, I'm gonna get some cards from here. Okay, Allie, we've got your cards here. Let's see what's going on with JC. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is intense. So the first card from JC is, I was really just looking for something casual, you know? I walked away because I got the feeling you wanted something more serious. So I'm wondering if this is somebody that maybe you dated in the past or were hanging out with or talking with. Maybe this person has kind of like dropped off communication or ghosted you, walked away, like it says in this card. It does kind of seem like Jay is, you know, just like this card says, sensing that you wanted something a little bit more serious, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you having good boundaries and strong intentions for when you walk into a connection. But it just looks like with Jay, like they're realizing that that wasn't lining up. And so it does seem like rather than them saying that to your face, they kind of drifted away from you a little bit and kind of moved on. They were looking for something more fun, something more casual. It doesn't mean that they didn't genuinely enjoy you or enjoy your energy. It's just they weren't looking for the same thing you were. So that's the first card that's coming out right away. And then here's another confirmation. I'm dating other people and I don't want to be tied down. And so this person is kind of unapologetic. Like Jay is kind of like, I'm dating other people, I'm looking for something casual. And then over here, I've been dealing with financial issues, and I decided to put a financial card into this deck that I created. Just like with this deck, I really love how this Doreen Virtue deck has a card about finances, because sometimes when somebody isn't feeling confident in this area of their life, or like their work life is a mess, or they have a lot of stress in their life, it's difficult for them to really think about having a serious relationship or pursuing someone in love, to have the time for that or the energy for that, or even just to have like the mojo to feel like they want to go after something. And so we're seeing Jay saying, I've been dealing with financial issues. I'm working really hard to become more stable in this area though. And then this also says my trust is not won easily. So we're getting like a really big picture here about what's going on as far as how Jay's feeling about you. It's hard, you know. I wish I could tell every single person who gets a reading from me here today that the person that they're interested in or asking about, you know, is absolutely head over heels, want to fall in love with them, get married. But sometimes that's not the case. And we've got some really beautiful cards over here to help lift your spirits. And I'll maybe pull a couple other cards to see if there's anything else coming in for you as well. But I don't know about this with Jay. You know, they seem to have enjoyed your energy. They were just looking for something casual. I get the feeling that Jay doesn't want to hurt your feelings and doesn't necessarily want to take this further because they get that sense from you that you want something more serious, and it's almost like out of respect for what they want and their boundaries and yours, they're kind of leaving this alone. And then this says my trust is not won easily. Maybe the reason Jay doesn't want to look for something more serious, is kind of just dating around, not letting anybody get too close, is because they might have a little bit of trust issues. I'm definitely tapping into some heavier energy here in Jay, some type of trauma, you know, which is difficult, but it's not always an excuse. You know, if you were treated poorly by this person, or they're just leaving you high and dry, you are worthy of someone who's going to come at you with just as much passion as you are coming at them with. And so they're just like, I'm going through all this stuff over here and I'm just seeing other people, I'm kind of running around. I don't know, this just kind of seems like something that's fading out of your life. And so your guidance over here is saying you can trust your memories. These memories that you have and the good times you perhaps had with Jay are, you know, beautiful memories. And sometimes people are meant to come into your life for a certain season to help teach you certain blessing, or bring you certain blessings and teach you certain lessons. And there's a soul contract that they're in your life for just a certain amount of time. This to me sounds like someone that is probably drifting out of your life. This is also a card telling you, look, there is a new beginning coming into your life in love. If you're really wanting to connect with somebody in love, maybe you're looking at Jay because that's just like what you remember, what you know, but there's actually something you might not be able to see coming in right around the corner. They're saying it's a little bit later. It might not be right away, but you do have a new beginning in love coming towards you. So Spirit is recommending self-care to you. Your guides are recommending that you self-care right now and know that you're worthy. It seems like whatever is going on with Jay is just really personal to them. It might have everything to do with them and not as much to do with you. I'm also seeing over here this intuition card. Follow your intuition over here. Follow your intuition. Maybe you're thinking a lot about Jay because this is something that needs to be released, or there's a cord that needs to be cut, or there's some healing that needs to take place here. So trust your intuition on that. So let's see if we can get you any more messages that are uplifting. As far as how Jay feels about you, he's just kind of off doing his own thing, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that there isn't love coming your way and that you're not, you know, it doesn't mean you're not worthy. You totally are. So look, this card is right here on top. You are being told to kind of self-care, but they're saying, look, very soon here, you are going to have an abundance of dating. So you're going to be dating. There's going to be opportunities for you. There's going to be people coming at you. And this is also saying maturity. You're looking for something that's a little bit more mature. Like Jay seems like he's kind of just out there fooling around. And this is the distorted feminine here. This is the side of us sometimes that when we get needy or clingy or desperate or confused, or we're like freaking out about something or connection, or we're getting lovesick. I've been there. I know what that's like. And I think this is telling you, love this side of yourself. Shine a light on this side of yourself. That's a side of you that's calling out for your own self-love, your own self-care. You are going to end up with someone who's very compatible to you, very compatible, someone who has a huge, huge role in your life purpose. And so this is just a door that hasn't been opened yet, but it is coming. I love these doves here, a symbol of hope, and it's clear that some really great energy is coming out from you to the universe about what it is you want to desire, what it is you desire. boundaries are being recommended between you and Jay. Like, maybe if he tries to come back in the future, if he's been ignoring you or ghosting you, ask yourself, is this a person who really deserves access to my energy? Because access to your energy is a privilege. And it might also be Jay putting boundaries up to you. If you're wondering, why are they not writing back? Why are they not reaching out? It could be because, there's some boundaries that are being set. There could be someone who's meant to come towards you in love. And you're being called to have strength, because everything in your love life right now just might not really be what it appears. And you're going to get to this other side really soon. So you're being called to, out of self-respect, walk this path alone for now, but know that just around a corner, here is everything you're asking for. This beautiful dream, you're so worthy of it. A wonderful connection with someone you feel really compatible with. So beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much again for your support, and I will see you next time. So hi, you guys. Welcome to this live love session. If you would like to receive a love reading, just type down below in the comments, and my partner here will hook you up with getting a reading. And we're just doing love readings here today as requested. So many of you guys really wanted me to go live again and offer these love readings, which I'm not always able to do, but I had a little extra time today, and I'm just so glad I can be here with you guys and connect with you. And also, I'm really excited to use some of my new decks. I mean, hello, you guys. This has been so on point. So let's keep going. Who's next, John? Okay, so we're not sure how to pronounce this, sorry.
I think it's Jarelyn.
Okay. Does the last name start with a C? Oh yeah, I know what this is. Okay. So this is Jarelyn.
Still single now. Would like to know whether I am at the right point for meeting my twin flame.
Okay.
I think that's the question.
Okay, so Jarelyn, you're still single and you're wondering, are you at the right point for meeting your twin flame? So let's look and see, like, where are you at with manifesting, your true love? And I'm assuming when you're talking twin flame, you're talking about, like, the one you're going to spend your life with, marry. Let's look and see if that's in the cards for you. I definitely sense it is, but let's just see, like, where you're at on your path. And we'll see if there's any blockages or anything you need to clear, anything you need to know, any advice, any action you need to take. We'll ask about that, okay? So I love how the first card that came out here is like the lovers, the love card, the marriage card, the twin flame card, the union card. I think it's such a beautiful confirmation that your guides, they know exactly what you're asking about here today. This right here is the funeral flower, the lily. It's like out of death comes rebirth. And so I do sense there's a lot you've had to leave behind, some heartbreak in the past for sure. Many of us have been through heartbreak. But I think what you're getting here with this message, the foundation, is that you are ready. There is a strong foundation that you've built for yourself of self-love. I feel a lot of confidence around you. I feel like you've spent many years or like a lot of time on working on yourself, on knowing your worth. And I don't think it's a matter of you being good enough to attract love into your life, because you're already worthy. You were born worthy just the way that you are. But I do see some, like, you were kind of set apart for a while because there were certain events that needed to take place to align you with this person at a specific time. And so there were some things that needed to be cleared so you guys were like ready to come at each other. And so this is saying you have a really good foundation that you've built for yourself in your life. There's roots in the ground. Let's maybe a little bit more work needs to happen here. Let's ask for a little bit more clarity. You're in a good place. Here we got with the waters of life. This is a symbol, the swan here is a symbol you've left some difficult times behind. The pine tree symbolizes strength. This water here symbolizes emotion, but notice that it's flowing, it's abundant, it's prosperous. Yeah, you're in a good place. But here's the lone wolf. You're like, why am I still single? I got my foundation. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling pretty confident at this point in my life. I don't get that sense from you that you're desperate or that you're chasing love at all. Like, you're just kind of like, what the heck's going on, you know? Well, when's it coming? So let's just look in your cards and see what they have to say about that. Together, yeah. It's okay to want this. It's okay to need this. A connection with somebody. I think it's one of the most beautiful things in life that we're able to come down here, manifest into these individual bodies, even though we're all like one collective consciousness, and be able to experience love and affection, experience the love of the divine through, manifest through another person. This is one of our biggest purposes here in life. Yeah. Chaos. Okay, so what do they want you to know about this? What's going on with the chaos? Okay. I'm seeing what needs to happen here. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? Okay. I'm just getting some tips for you. Honestly, I have a feeling that this person, no matter what you end up doing, like you're worthy of this. It's just going to come in your life in the divine timing, okay? However, I do see a little bit of chaos around you that's being created by you, and we are the ones who are creating our own realities. Contrast can happen in life. Like there's certain things that happen that are out of our control. Like for instance, the pandemic, that's something that's happened to all of us this year that's been out of our control, okay? But a lot of our lives, we're creating this. And so they're saying a little bit of chaos has been created, because if you want to manifest love, you got to align your energy to manifest it. A little bit of chaos has been created through your indifference. So this is about making decisions. I feel like you're at a point in your life where it's time to decide, what do you want to do with your time here on this earth? I know that sounds like a really big question, but there's no wrong answer to it, really. What do you want to do with your time here? Because we're seeing over here, you need to overcome nostalgia, detach from this. And to me, this is a message about kind of like the good old days, feeling like you've missed out on something in life. It's like, FOMO, fear of missing out, feeling like the best days of life are behind you, maybe feeling like a little bit old or kind of washed up, or like you're just gonna have to settle. There's really no possibilities for you anymore. I don't know, I can relate to this. I don't know why, but when I turned 25, I really felt that way. Like I loved being young and in my early 20s and in my late teen years. I loved being rebellious. I just felt like my life was going to last forever and like I was young forever. And when I hit 25, I know that's still really young. I'm looking back on that going, what was I thinking? But when I was 25, I kind of had like the blues thinking, wow, like I'm older now and those days are over. And I had a lot of nostalgia for like the past. And so maybe you're just at a point in your life where you're feeling that. And remember, age is just a number. Wherever you are at right now, mentally, emotionally, physically, sometimes we look in the mirror and we feel like we're aging or we're just getting older. And something about that's coming out about how your confidence. I sense confidence in you, but it's almost like how you're perceiving yourself, your perception of the past, feeling like the good old days are over, feeling maybe missing somebody specifically from your life. There could still be cords you need to cut from the past. If there's anybody that you feel like stole your youth from you, or that you wasted your time on, or maybe if you had a divorce in the past or a really bad breakup, I sense a lot of healing has come from that, because we saw that in your first card, but there could be still just a little bit more work to do so that you feel like, I'm living the best days of my life now. I am absolutely beautiful now. I'm worthy now. So they're like, you need to detach from this. So you might have heard me talk about this on the channel a lot, but I would highly suggest maybe writing letters to anybody from your past, old flames, people maybe you feel like rejected you or abandoned you or mistreated you or that you miss or whatever. Write letters to these people. Now, do not send the letters. We don't want to stir up any more chaos. Do not send the letters, but write them as if you're going to send a letter, and say what you need to say to these people or to this person. And, you know, write it feverishly, write it with passion, shed any tears you need to shed. And then at the end of the letter, write something like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. I now cut the cords that are holding me back in any chaos or fear or nostalgia, or old feelings that are no longer serving me. I cut the cords now. And then you can take the letter and rip it up and throw it away, or maybe burn it. This is actually something I've done to people in my past, love related, but also like in like other areas. That's really, really helped me, because sometimes you feel like you just don't get that closure, or you don't know what to really do with that energy. And so I'm seeing that could be something that's helpful for you. Perhaps even therapy, you know, talking to somebody about your past, or maybe getting like a life coach or something to help you start making some goals. Or you could just do it on your own. You can just do it on your own. You don't always like need someone to help, but if you feel like reaching out for help or for a community, for support, do it. I just feel like it's time to make some decisions on what you want to do with your life. If you just feel like you're waking up to just work and pay bills and handle the humdrum chaos of life, and there's nothing that's putting that bounce in your step, if you don't feel purposeful, if you're not, you know, getting out in nature, like feeling like you can enjoy your life, then it's time to change some little habits. And sometimes just the tiniest little changes you make can help you to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, help you feel a little bit better so you can be more in alignment to attract love, to manifest love. You are truly dazzling. You truly are. I think there's a message coming from your angels and guides telling you you are attractive, you are dazzling, and there's someone out there who is going to come sweep you off your feet. There is a new relationship coming in. There is a genuine connection coming in. But first, you need to have a genuine connection with life. Okay? You need to renew your outlook and your perception about your life. Because your perception creates your reality. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of how big of an issue this might be a 4 for you. If you are still kind of watching the clock, really waiting for love to come in, and you're like, is there anything else I can do? I feel like this is it. This is your message right here. So let's just see if we can get anything else. Maybe like a timeline. I think this timeline does depend a lot on you. Timelines can shift, especially in the age of Aquarius, but I just want to see if we can touch bases with, is this love coming in sooner or later? Something around the year 8. So for example, if you're like 34, maybe they come in when you're 38. This is an infinity number, twin flame number. This could also mean like August. But for some reason, I'm not sure if I'm seeing this in 2021. It's possible. Honestly, anything is possible. It's just, this to me feels a little bit further away, but I definitely say this person's coming in within the next decade. Maybe you're not meant to know the timeline, because I'm just getting a fog here, but there is something symbolic with the number 8. Maybe when you're praying to your angels and guides and asking for confirmation, maybe you'll see numbers of 8, like sequences of that. But I think this is telling you are on the twin flame path, because this is the number 8. Infinity has a lot to do with twin flames, of course. So yeah, I hope that helps you. I'm sending you so much love and light on your love journey. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, you guys, I'm just shuffling my cards back in my deck, clearing my energy real quick, and then we'll move on to the next person. Hope you guys are all doing great out there. Do we still have spots open? We still have a couple spots open if anybody who's watching is interested in receiving a love reading today. Just write in the comments below, and my assistant will help hook you up with how to purchase a reading. And the readings, it's $15. $15 mini love readings. And I saw some of you guys asking, I will be going live for free sometime in the near future. It's usually not planned. It's just when I have a little extra energy. But stay tuned on my channel. I already have a really great love reading that's ready to upload in the next couple days. I have so much content just like ready to go and post. So keep watching the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe. I will always have free content going up on this channel. This is just for those of you guys who feel like you want a little extra. Okay, so who's next? Okay, so Kara is next.
How is D feeling about me? I really like these little readings. I whenever get a message with you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, Kara, to pull these cards for you with this new deck.
Do you know who this is?
Yeah, I know who this is. I hope you're doing well, girl. I've been seeing your posts. You've been doing so amazing. Great energy coming in for you for 2021. So, deep breath. Okay. How is D feeling about you? Asking for accurate messages. Ooh, okay. So first of all, obviously I've done readings for you before, so I know a little bit of a background on this situation, but I just want to show you, knowing that these cards that came out, I feel like are just confirmation. I know there's more messages that are coming through, but this is literally what I told you in our last session. Message from D. I still have so much to heal before I'm even remotely ready for someone like you. I think I remember telling you, like, you're kind of like almost wife material. Like, he's looking at you thinking, like, if I'm gonna go for her, like, I need to be ready. Like, I need to lock it down, and I need to, like, this needs to be for real. And there's a little bit of feelings of intimidation he has about that. Like, I think in a good way. You know, in order for him to show up for you, he needs to show up for himself. And then look at this. There is another person in my life that has been a source of much needed stability for me. I just don't know what to do. I still have feelings for you. This is totally about him getting back with his ex. Okay? He has a codependent attachment to this person. You know, he feels stable with her. It's what's comfortable. It's what's familiar. He knows he can always go back to her. She's always there. And that type of connection can feel sometimes a lot more stable, even if it really isn't. To him, it feels like I can bet on this. I can count on this. This is predictable. It's low energy. It's low commitment for me. And I do feel like he has genuine feelings for her, but it's not a very mature connection, you know? But this is a huge confirmation. I still sense that he has feelings for you. I just don't know what to do. I still have feelings for you. Yeah. So confirmation, 100% confirmation. So let's get the rest. What's really going on? How does he really feel? We're seeing he still has some feelings for you. What are those feelings? Ooh. I love how this card has just been coming out for, like, everyone. I'm so sad because I know I'm going to ruin these cards by the way that I shuffle, and they're so cute. So you guys enjoy them while they're fresh. He told me they broke up recently, but I'm sure that energy is lingering. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that sense that he still feels like she's gonna be there for him. Like, it's on and off kind of relationship, you know? This also might, you know, with that in mind, might just be an explanation of, like, kind of why he dipped out on you for a little while there. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, so you've definitely been on his mind. Okay. This is interesting. I've been having dreams about you. So I have two cards like this in the deck. One of them is like a more sexual one. This is a more spiritual one. And so he's been having literal dreams about you. I remember programming this card to come out only if the person in question is literally having, spiritual dreams about you. I'm sure you've had dreams about him, but you've literally like been coming to him in the 5D. Like I sense these dreams are healing in nature. Are like he wakes up feeling nurtured, cared for, like you it could even be kind of nightmare dreams where you show up to help him or comfort him. I wonder if he'll even tell you about some of these dreams or if he's mentioned these to you. I have a feeling he will. If so, that's a confirmation of this message. But yeah, he's been having dreams about you. There's also this part of him that's just like, I'm not sure yet what I want from you. This card right here is like, I'm not sure yet what I want from you. I've been having dreams about you. Like, this is so new for me. I'm not sure what I want yet. That's just kind of how he's been. So we'll move on from that. We know how he's been. Over here, I've been dealing with financial issues. I'm working really hard to become more stable in this area, though, so I can have room for a relationship. I sense he's a student. I forget if he's a student or not, but he's either a student or, like, recently graduated, something like that. I feel like he's a student. And he seems supported, like he might have family or loans or something that's helping him out, but I do sense that he's like a little bit tight, like to where if he wanted to take you out, he'd have to splurge or he'd want to impress you, put gas in the car, all those little things add up. And I feel like he's asking himself, do I want to make this investment? I feel like obviously you're worthy of this, but he's thinking about the investment of what it would mean to date and to ask you out. He's really feeling you though. This says, I'm thinking about your body. And then you got the other dream card. There was this dream I had the other day and you were so hot. These cards right here are so intense. I haven't gotten this for anyone else's reading so far, like so many cards of sexual overtones. So we see these dreams. He's been having dreams about you that are not sexual in nature and that are like very spiritual, feeling spiritually connected. But then he's also been, thinking about you in other ways and like really feeling attracted to you. This is very positive here. I like to see this card. I'm open to a committed relationship. I just want to take more time to get to know you better before we take that next step. Well, honestly, here's what I see with this card. He knows you, okay? He knows you at this point. I remember when I wrote this card, I was thinking, maybe there's a scenario where someone has gotten out of a relationship recently and needs time to like ease back into another one. So I feel that. I feel like DK is honestly open to being in a relationship with you. He's open to it. He just wants to take it slow. He doesn't want to go running into anything, especially because his only real history with dating and relationships has been this on and off again relationship. He still has a bitter taste in his mouth from that. And he even says, I'm worried if you get too close, you're going to see the real me. And I've always thought this about D. I always thought that he was kind of keeping you at arm's length so you wouldn't really see the real him. I think that he is a lot to blame for that relationship with his ex too. I think he gets toxic. I think she brought out a really bad side in him. And he's worried that he's going to be like that on you and blow his chances. So he's trying to keep you at arm's length, connect with you sometimes, but not like go into that relationship space because he thinks as soon as I enter that space, that's when I fuck it up. He really doesn't want to fuck it up with you. So over here, I know it feels like forever since we were together. Just hang on and it'll be over soon. We can pick right back up where we left off. It does seem like he's shaking off his ex and getting ready to come back in your life. And I feel like we might have seen that in your yearly review reading too, around February, March, if I'm correct. I don't know. I don't know why I remember that, but I do see that that's coming to fruition here. So yeah, he's definitely feeling like, I don't think he just wants to hook up with you. Obviously, he really is into you. He's worried. He's worried about going back into a committed relationship because of his history. I feel like he just needs to take this relationship with you out for a spin before he really judges it, because dating you is going to be so different than him dating that other girl. It's so true. My ex, he brought out the worst side of me. Like I like never fought with someone like that in my life. And the person I'm with now, like, it's such a peaceful connection. We can just talk about anything. It's so different. Like, different people bring out different sides of you, and I feel like he really has an aversion to relationships because of this girl. I feel like, honestly though, he knows that you're a woman who has boundaries, and for him to not lose you, he's gonna have to compromise. He's gonna have to meet you, within those boundaries. I feel like it's possible he'll do that. Let's just see like what his intentions are currently, because a lot has changed. Like, we're in the age of Aquarius now. He's moving on from the ex. Intentions. He doesn't want to go too fast, okay? I've been getting that this whole time. He wants to take it slow. Let's just have fun. Let's let the rest come naturally. Yeah, and look, in the past, he was just looking for something casual with you. He wants to take it slow. In the past, he was just looking for something more casual. But I do sense he's starting to get deeper feelings. It says, you're not crazy. Excuse me. You're not crazy. I feel the same way as you do about this connection. And then the last card here. I didn't understand what a soul connection was until you. You've helped me to connect more with my higher self. So here we are at this crossroads of this guy finally waking up and realizing that you have like this true soul connection. I think he's gonna kind of back up a little bit and reposition himself to go hard for you. You just need to decide what your boundaries are in this connection, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in all areas. Set them. Excuse me, I probably should drink some water. Set them and be willing to stick to them. Give this guy some time. Let him come to you. Honestly, just keep playing it as you have been. Be open to receive. You're the treasure here. And he'll come for you. I feel like, this guy's young. There's a side of him that wants to have fun. There's a side of him that's really excited to be free and independent and to have finally cut things off with his ex. Okay, so you're gonna have to, I wouldn't wait around for this guy. I would just keep doing you. The more he feels like you're kind of just doing you, the more he'll realize, oh my gosh, I'm losing my hold on her. And if I really want to like be with this girl, I need to be with her. This isn't just a side chick. This is like, this girl's the real deal. So I feel like he's got to like cut off his side chicks and like really make up his mind, which I feel like for him, you're number one. He just needs to level up and get on the same page. And so just like let this guy have some time. He's a good guy. I feel good energy coming from him. He's growing a lot. Him and his ex. I don't need, you didn't even ask for this. I'm just like, cards are, yeah, they're done. Are they done? They're done. Thank goodness. They're done. 2021. Maybe now you guys can have a real shot. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and happy 2021, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm just sorting these cards back in the deck, you guys. I hope you all are doing well. Those of you guys who are just hanging out and kind of silently lurking this session, I just want to say thanks for watching. Sometimes I pop into other readers' like little live sessions and watch, sometimes just for fun. I think it's really fascinating. I love the sound of the cards being shuffled and hearing everybody's questions. Sometimes people ask questions that are really similar to some of the questions I have, and I even get answers from it. So I hope some of you guys might synchronistically receive an answer from some of these questions as well, even if you're not the one who's asking the question. And if you're interested, just know I have tons of free readings I put up on my channel all the time. And you can always email me or DM me or leave a comment on my channel to suggest stuff for me to post on my channel. I really love creating this space to be as interactive and helpful and fun as possible for you guys. So yeah. All right, so who's next?
Jess.
Okay, so Jess is next.
Is it possible that my ex, Chris, and I would ever be back together again to heal our relationship?
Okay, so is it possible that you and your ex, Chris, will ever get back together again and like heal this relationship? So let's look into it, okay? I'll be as honest as I can based on the cards that come out for you. Obviously, you asking this question, I sense you still really care about Chris, and we'll just see what comes out. I'm asking that the messages come out in as direct and in as a loving way as possible for your highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. So you and Chris, let's first just ask what's going on with you guys right now. What's the current energy? How does Chris feel about you? And then, what is the likelihood you'll get back together, okay? So what's going on right now? The current energy between you and Chris. The current energy between you and Chris. Current energy between you and Chris. Okay, so here's what I see. These are the messages that are coming out so far. This card reminds me of, like, you growing up with this person. Like, you grew a lot in this relationship with Chris. You guys were, for a time, very loyal to each other. This could have been, like, the first person you ever really fell in love with, or maybe the first relationship that you ever lived with somebody, or longest relationship you ever had, or the most meaningful relationship. And I feel like that's shared on both sides. You guys pretty much grew up together. That's what I sense. And here's the breakup. You guys had to release. There's been a lot of healing that's taken place, so you guys could move on. But this is also like being haunted by the past. This is a message of, even though you guys have forgiven and you've learned, you move forward, you guys are still both haunted by this past. I'm feeling a lot of mutual energy here. This is attraction. You're still very attracted to Chris, obviously. And Chris is still attracted to you. I don't think that attraction just went away. Sometimes when you break up with someone, it's because for some reason you're just not attracted to them anymore, or you just don't have those feelings. I've broken up with someone like that before, and I've had someone break up with me because that's how they were feeling too. So that happens, but I don't see that here. I feel like you guys still, like, the love and the attraction when you guys broke up didn't really go anywhere. It's still kind of there. Now over here, you are really caught up in your feelings for Chris right now. I know you asked this question really casually, but girl, I feel you. You're like, oh my God, did I make the biggest mistake of my life? Having broken up with this person, like, this might be the one. And you're feeling like, someone hold me back, because I'm about to DM him, I'm about to text him, I'm gonna show up. Like, you want to express your love. You're wondering, is he gonna come back, make a romantic gesture? Should I reach out? Like, I've got nothing to lose. You're kind of in an impulsive, kind of ballsy mood here. Nothing wrong with that, but I feel you. This is kind of where you're at right now. Now, I do have to say, it's not that your feelings for Chris are not, real or valid or solid. They are. This, however, is a very heightened emotional time of year, okay? This is healing family issues here. It's reversed. During the holidays, a lot of us go through stuff. I mean, some people have, very great positive families, but not everyone does. Some people have dysfunctional families. Some people have families where maybe a family member is in jail or prison or something. Addicts in the family. Maybe one or both parents is neglectful or emotionally abusive, distant, maybe has a personality disorder, narcissist. dysfunctional family, toxic family, maybe somebody passed away. And so when you come to the holidays, you're missing that person. It's hard. People are crying, or maybe there's heated conversations, or people who are conflicting over opinions or judgmental, or maybe you're alone for the holidays because you're abandoned by your family, or there's just so much that could happen here. And so this time of year brings up a lot for people. I kind of feel like that might be one of the reasons that seasonal depression can be a thing for some people around this time of year. I know I personally sometimes have a difficult time during the holiday season, and so it's normal this time of year to be thinking back on the past and kind of reviewing the past, especially as we head into a new year. To be feeling a little bit lonely. Some people say it's because it's like cuffing season. It gets dark earlier and you feel lonely and you want to cuddle and you're inside more. And so it just makes you feel more lonely. And so basically the point is it's easier to kind of think back on your exes this time of year and maybe feel like you made a mistake or like you have regrets, to like want to make sure you have closure. Normal reaction to this time. Doesn't invalidate your feelings, but just know if it feels like these vibes have been on steroids and are intense, it's because a little bit of this whole thing, okay? So with that said, let's just see, how is Chris feeling about you? Are there any feelings he has? Like, what's on his mind? Whoa. Okay, I had a card come out. Unexpected. Okay, so first thing here, maybe you're also thinking a lot about Chris right now because you're sensing somebody tapping into your energy. Have you ever been walking around somewhere in public and you felt someone looking at you and you turn around and you lock eyes with some stranger who's been staring at you and you're like, what the heck? Also, have you ever been that person? I've been that person. Like, I've zoned out and started staring at someone, didn't realize it, and then they lock eyes with me, and I'm staring at the back of their head. Maybe when you're in a car driving by, tinted windows, you think no one can see you, you're staring at somebody, and then they like creeping on someone, and then they look at you. This is like, we can sense that, sometimes we can sense a little bit that someone is thinking about us, tapping into us. It's very possible Chris has been thinking about you too, and specifically, this card is saying, I keep looking at your social, but I can't seem to think of the right words to reach out with. And so he's looking at your social media, perhaps. If you don't have social media, if you're like one of those people who's like, I'm private about my life, that's cool. Maybe they have old photos of you or something they're looking at. But basically they're looking at these pictures, they're looking at your social, they're kind of like lurking you, and they've been keeping their eye on you, and they're thinking, I want to reach out, I don't know what to say. And then this is, I really want to impress you. You inspire me. So, I don't think you should read too deeply into what people are doing on social media, because there can be many reasons. Some people just want to share cool moments from their life, Some people just want to flex for themselves, whatever, But it's possible maybe some photos have been posted recently where maybe he's looking extra good, or he's trying to like show off. Maybe he's hoping it'll catch your eye a little bit. This could just be a vibe too. Like, since you guys are broken up, he's like been in hardcore glow up mode. He's been doing it for himself, but maybe there's a part of him that wants to impress you or prove it to you, I know personally I hit the gym really hard after my last breakup. Part of me was like, oh, I'm just gonna like glow up, and then I was also kind of like, I hope he sees what he's missing out on. So there's a little bit of that energy going on here. I also see this message. Oh, this is getting deep. I know I know I hurt you. I have no explanation. I tend to self-sabotage when in a relationship. It's a pattern I am just barely becoming aware of. If you wait around for me, I can't promise I'll be as ready as you are. So this is him kind of acknowledging that he played a big role in the breakup. Maybe a little bit of remorse here. This is starting to hint to me that maybe he won't be coming back, you know, because this is really a card where he's just like, if you wait around for me to come back, I can't say if I'll be back. It's like a little bit of an indecisive energy. But this right here is really the kicker. I can't give you what you want. I'm so sorry. I really felt something with you, but I know you will find someone better, a real soulmate. I hope you find them. This is a really sweet message. This card makes me emotional. This is like a message of him being like, I did really care for you. We're not seeing any cards in here that are saying like, I just wanted to hit it and quit it, or like, I just was looking for something casual. We're seeing like, this was the real deal for him. He did care about you, but he just can't give you what you want. The soul contract is up. It's over kind of thing. And sometimes you break up with someone and you don't even know why. Like, maybe it just didn't work out. There were some clashes, incompatibilities or something. But sometimes your soul is just telling you this needs to happen. And that's when it's a situation where the soul contract is just up. And this is the unexpected card. Immediately when I pulled this, it's it's a message something unexpected is actually going to happen in your love life. Maybe you expect that you and Chris will get back together, or like that this is meant to be. This is the one, like we saw in the cards earlier, but they're like, actually, something that you don't even see coming and you never could have planned for is probably going to go down in your love life. I think this is a good message. You know, Chris obviously cares about you enough to kind of want to impress you. You're on his heart, you're on his mind. This was a true connection, but it's just not a frequency match here. You know, he knows he hurts you. He feels remorseful. He still is attracted to you, thinks about you sometimes, but ultimately, I don't think he's coming back. You know, yeah, it's hard to say. So let's just get like an overall message. What do you need to know walking away from this? I think something new's coming in. You can blame it on whoever your next soulmate is on why you and Chris don't get back together. It's their fault. Somebody out there really wants a place in your heart, and they're fighting for you, and they've got their energy cast on you in a very positive, beautiful way, and Chris's just can't latch on. Yeah, genuine connection, an unexpected, genuine connection. I love this card. We pulled that earlier today for somebody. Yeah, we pulled this for someone else. That's so weird because I really did shuffle these cards well. Chaos, nostalgia. You know, what energy feels lighter to you? I always tell people take the path of least resistance. What feels like a smoother, less chaotic path? Where is the flow really leading you? Don't resist the flow. If the flow is just pushing you downstream and away from Chris, just let go and let yourself float on. Don't, you know, swim against the current here. That's what I'm seeing. Boundaries. It's time to have, maybe this is talking about mental boundaries. This is kind of the last step in a breakup. Once you have, you know, cut the cord with someone, broken up with them, sometimes you need to give yourself boundaries. And this is a hard one, but if you're able to see his social media, you might need to block him or just have the strength to not like look at his page anymore, and you know, start telling yourself, okay, it's time for me to focus on me and not go back down memory lane anymore, have boundaries with myself so that I can give myself the space I need to heal. So yeah, I'm getting messages, it's time to move forward. It's so hard. I feel you, dear. So painful. Breakups are like the most painful thing ever. Like, I'd rather get, like, physically hurt than, like, go through another breakup. So, together, serendipity, authenticity, this is what's coming in for you. You have a new connection. You'll be in a relationship, something beautiful, serendipitous, perfect timing. authentic, someone you feel like you can be your true self with, genuine connection, unexpected. And for some reason, this is the path that's taking you there. So, whatever is happening in your life right now, just welcome it. Allow this energy to come up and flow through you and release it naturally. And just know it's normal to be caught up in these feels around this time of year, and it will pass, okay? I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for purchasing this reading, and I will see you next time. All right, you guys, it's time for my first break. When I come back, we're going to be doing a bunch more readings, okay? Make sure that you click on part 2, okay? You'll see it pop up in about 6 or 7 minutes. I'm just going to get some water, stretch, and sage myself real quick, sort my cards, and I'll be right back with you. I'll see you soon.